So here's the technique we use. A lot of coaches say, hey, coach, we just don't have the guys you have. We can't press our corners. And I say, gee, that's even more reason to press them. Empower your blue-collar guys to be able to compete with these quarterbacks, with these receivers, by pressing them. But not just pressing them, we use something called a shadow technique. And I give credit to Michigan State, to Pitt, to Wayne State for showing us this technique. And what it is this. Our front foot, we're going to press. This is the quarterback in here on the left. This corner is pressed, simulating a press on the number one receiver. He is inside shade of that receiver. He's heavy inside shade. His foot is in the crotch of the receiver, so it's a heavy inside shade. Our front foot is up. Our front foot is up. We're in a staggered stance. Our belly's still down. The low man wins, even at corner, out there in that space. His front foot is up. His back foot is back. Now, that might be a toe to instep, a slight stagger, or it could be a deeper stagger. It's whatever these guys are comfortable with. What we're going to do is on the snap, we're going to mash grapes. We're going to, in essence, kick step. It's not really a kick step. It's a short, choppy steps backwards. Okay? We have backwards momentum. We're a backwards momentum. You see, watch his feet. Boom, boom, boom. Mashing the grapes. It's not a deep kick step. Just mashing grapes. Okay. What does that do? If we're pressed, what are you inviting? You're inviting fades and posts. But by mashing those grapes, by having some form of backwards momentum, it allows you to overplay a fade and a post, to win those routes, okay, to stay on top of those routes. Okay, so right here again, a nice thing about the shadow technique, there's many different techniques to press or play some form of man coverage. Defensive backs want narrow feet. Okay, the shadow, by staggering, it keeps their feet nice and narrow. Okay, so right here we're keying the hip. We ask the guys, we ask the guys, what do you key in here? What do you key? Oh, we're keying the hip, coach. Point to where you're keying. Boom, they reach over, they touch. We're keying that inside hip. Laser focus. Mashing grapes. Mashing grapes. Some sort of backwards momentum, trying to win the verticals here. Okay? Now we don't want to cover, this is day one. This is the first time these guys have done it in 2016. They're just learning the technique. This is actually pre-practice. This is before we even begin. Just getting a little extra work in. Right here. Okay? Right here. We're inside shade. We're inside shade here. We're mashing grapes. We're not, no, the hands are behind the back. These guys get in a lot of trouble when they start using their hands. That's a whole different ball game. We do teach offhand jam, but we want to cover them with our feet. You'll see that the young man right here, he is simulating as if the quarterback is on the sideline. He's inside shade heavy and just short, choppy steps. Not a back pedal. It's not a back pedal. It's short kick steps. Okay, nice right here. I like this. We're inside shade heavy. Over here on the left, we're a little wide with our base. It's day one. We're a little wide with our base. We'll narrow that base up, and it'll give us more leverage, the ability to redirect. Okay, so here we go again. We're just getting our footwork down. We're just getting our footwork down. We're keying that hip, short, choppy steps, backwards momentum. Once again, how do you empower a guy to be successful winning verticals? Use a shadow technique. Use the shadow technique. Overplay a vertical route. Once again, here we go. We're switching. We're trying to mirror. This is the classic corner mirror drill. Okay, short, choppy steps. Now your inside leverage, we will offhand jam on an outside release. Because we have inside leverage, we are capable at times to get two hands on him. But once again, day one, even through the first week of camp, we don't want to be using our hands. We want to use our feet. Short, choppy steps back. We have backwards momentum. We're overplaying the vertical route. We are overplaying the vertical route.